Perched on the edge of a cliff in Normandy, France, stands one of the most extreme bunker relics of World War II, the fire control bunker of Heuqueville. Today, it looks like it's barely holding on, with its front end hanging dramatically over a sheer drop. Constructed between 1943 and 44 by the Nazi construction group Organisation Todt, it was positioned here to oversee the English Channel. Visiting it today is dangerous. Coastal erosion has made the area very unstable. The cliff continues to crumble and parts of the site are off limits. Still, the bunker remains a haunting reminder of the scale and ambition of wartime engineering. This bunker is also known as HKB Heuqueville. This is because the HKB refers to the German Heerküstenbatterie, or Army Coastal Battery. This section of the Atlantic Wall was designed for 6 open emplacements for 10.5 centimeter guns capable of engaging with ships in the English Channel. Like so much of the Atlantic Wall myth, most of it was not yet completed, and only a single 10.5 centimeter gun was located here. What makes this place so remarkable is its Schnabelstand, or beak-shaped observation post. Over the decades, the cliffs have eroded. Now, the structure looks like it's defying gravity, dangling over the open air. But this most notable feature is merely the tip of the iceberg, for behind the forward observation post, the bunker has many secret rooms once thriving with activity. A range-finding room, a map room, computing room, communication room, and soldiers' quarters. I have found the side entrance, likely a window, and we are getting down and dirty to experience this bunker as it stands today. Well, we're here in Normandy at one of the most iconic bunkers, the Leitstand, and we are going to go into one of these. It's a fire control point for a battery, which is a lot further back here, for 10.5 centimeter guns. And I'm so happy to be here. It's one of the most iconic places in Normandy. So come and join us. With me, of course, I've got my LED Lenser headlamp, which is absolutely crucial for this activity. The LED Lenser headlamp here has a very robust controller here for focusing the light and flooding the light. And you want a nice, rigid, big focus flood to focus ring so that you can use it with gloves like this. You don't want something dainty. And this is already one of the great advantages of this LED Lenser gear. All right, let's have a look. Now, I'm wearing my best cord pants, which probably isn't the best idea. But oh, and there's lots of flying insects in here. But okay. Flying insects it is. Hopefully this thing is not going to topple down the embankment, the cliff face while we're here. That wouldn't be so good. Okay. Oh wow. Wow. Lots and lots of flying objects in here. So you can see there something that looks a little bit like an escape hatch filled in. A bit of rubbish around. This concrete here seems to be suffering from a lot of water damage. You can see the roof of this bunker installation reinforced with wood, and that's clearly been burnt. Okay, onwards we go. Gently, respectfully. Okay. So, these look like doors. So, this is a fire control post, right? So, it identifies Allied shipping and identifies the correct coordinates. And then the batteries behind do the shooting. So this would be an office. It would be a map room. Goodness me.
Klovekorn the Relic Hunter.
Assuming that perhaps may have been a window. Oh, what's this? What is this? Oh, this is the alternative entry point, perhaps. Let's have a look up there. Yeah, I reckon this is one of the... This probably was the official entry point. You actually see the walls were rendered. Okay. Interesting. This is great. I'm wearing the Klovekorn the Relic Hunter merchandise here, available from the Klovekorn the Relic Hunter YouTube shop. Show your support today and purchase a jacket or a t-shirt. Alright, we delve deeper. Thanks to LED Lenser for sponsoring this channel. Otherwise we would be in darkness here, and we don't fear the dark. We don't bring fear, we bring LED Lenser. So I'm assuming this would have been an office or a map control room. Ah, this is fantastic. What a great bunker this is. Alright, let's do a bit of a walk around here. Some asbestos sheeting. Leave that in situ and it's safe. Never disturb asbestos, that's not a good idea. There's crucidolite, amosite, chrysotile, asbestos. And it's not very good to breathe in, obviously. Okay. Alright. Here we see this render again. Let me just check my footing and make sure that I'm not compromising my safety here. Alright, here we see this render again. Not seen render like this, certainly not in this color, so that's something new. Oh wow, what the hell is that? Okay, it's just some sort of water sump. And this, potentially another emergency exit. Okay, we enter the belly of the dragon. big fire here, very big fire. Wow, I did not realize this place was so big. This place is huge. Very impressive. And here we actually see the wood intact. Look how beautiful the wood is when it's not burnt. Quite spectacular. And we still have some original wood here. Again, very, very unusual to see that. It's a wonderful space. It's extremely comfortable. The temperature in here is very nice. Okay, another room. What's that light doing there? It's like a kitchen light's on or something. Okay, let's have a look at this. Oh, it's the drop of death. Okay, yep, we definitely don't want to fall into that. And this is the original staircase actually, so original staircase right here. Not sure what that is in there. Again, this part of the bunker, beautiful condition. Look at the wood here, beautiful wood. And the concrete was poured on top of the wood. All right, now this is obviously modern rubbish. But sometimes in these things you can find things that are not rubbish. But I'm not going to persist any further because I'm not wearing my mask. And I know there's asbestos down here, so alright. I'll cease that activity. What is that? That looks interesting. If anybody knows what this is, comment below. Okay, let's do it together. The observation post literally hanging over the sea, fragment from the cliff. Wow. Yeah, this is spectacular. No wonder this is so iconic. 180-degree views of this Normandy coastline. Precariously perched like an eagle's head flying in the wind, looking at Allied shipping. Just incredible place, and I had no idea this bunker complex was so involved and it has so many rooms. Okay, ventilation shaft in there. Okay. Well, today for this amazing bunker exploration, I'm using the LED Lenser MH5 headlamp. It has the flood focus system that LED Lenser is so famous for. It has different levels of illumination, which is exceptionally handy. It even comes with a red light, which allows you to read maps and other things in a incognito mode, which we'll have a look at when we're inside of the bunker. So thank you, LED Lenser, and if you appreciate it as much as I do, go to the Klovekorn the Relic Hunter LED Lenser affiliate page and buy yourself one, or buy one for your brother or your father or your sister or your mother, for your friend. So you just hold the button and it goes to red light mode. We're pretty much in complete darkness here. I'll turn it back on the low light mode, and then I'm going to hold the button, and what that's going to do is it's going to enter incognito mode, red light mode, and this is brilliant if you're seeking to read some special maps when you're hunting or some other covert operation. Lead lenser. Well, Normandy, what a wonderful place to be shooting for Klovekorn the Relic Hunter, and we are at one of the most iconic places in Normandy. Click on the links coming up to see other videos I've filmed in this very area.
Their last breath did wake to bind Odin's spell. Henning's oath did not break. It did not yield to